Hello friends, this is Louella Gudino from Calangute, and I want to share my experience with you when I went to do my COVID test at the Primary Health Center Candolim. First of all, the whole area surrounding the place where people were standing was filthy with rainwater and shrubs all over the place, and they had drawn circles, but the amount of people that were standing there for the test made it impossible to have the social distancing. People were standing pretty close to each other. In fact, even though I was number 2, I was standing with half or maybe a couple of inches of space behind the lady in front of me who looked really ill. To my right, there was another gentleman who unfortunately I happened to know, and who later I come to know tested positive. So can you imagine, I know I had a very bad dry cough, but that's not enough to give you COVID. We are educated enough to know that. Worse than that is, I had my test done on the 11th of September at about 12:45. Till evening 7 o'clock, I hadn't got that SMS on my phone, which I know my daughter got just a few days before that. I happened to have Dr. Roshan Nazareth, who's the health officer there. I happened to have his number, so I called him, I messaged him. Sorry, I'm still coughing quite badly, but I'm much, much better. Thank God I had his number. What would you do? What would any other normal person do? All the people who come there either look like they are out-of-towners, they are holiday makers, there may be a few locals. If I didn't have his number, till 7 o'clock in the night, I'm in limbo wondering if I have COVID or I don't have COVID. And I really thought he would say, oh, the center is shut now, you can check tomorrow. But he very calmly messages me back to say that my one test is negative, and then doesn't answer about the other one. Then he says, let me talk to one of your family members. I said, why? If you could give me this message, you can give me the rest of the report too. Again, there was no talk. Then he tells my daughter to buy some particular medication and this and that and the other. I got my report on the phone, SMS, on the 13th of September at 4 something in the evening. Is this the way they operate? And yet I know that same gentleman who was standing quite close to me, whom I know, in 2 hours got the report to say that he was positive. So what is happening at this center? And the dirt and the filth, I hope the powers that be are listening. The health minister and the whoever. Is this what Goa has come down to? Then I had the next bad experience when they finally found out. They insisted I go to the district hospital at Peddem. Oh my gosh, that was another experience in frightening, horrible reality of what Goa is today, my friends. And all you tourists who want to come to Goa, believe me, I was too sick to take a video or a photo myself. First of all, the staff are rude. Even though we were recommended there by a doctor from the health center, they still wanted me to have some letter. Then they said that I looked fine, my oxygen levels were great, but there was a slight patch on my lungs, so I should go for an X-ray. How long does an X-ray take? 10 seconds? 15 seconds? I was lying on one bench there between the 2 isolation wards of COVID for 4 hours. Me and another poor tourist who had come from wherever. First they said the machine's not working. Then they trundled another portable machine that was brought. Then they had to search for a technician, like a needle in a haystack. I think they finally found him on the moon because, unfortunately, he was a nice, polite man. I was just made to stand in the passage, hold that metal frame while he took the x-ray from behind me. And then they found some patch. We happened to peep. There were just, from what I could see, both those wards had just one toilet each. The sinks were overflowing. People were throwing food on the floor. Patients were still going into those bathrooms and washing their plates. One lady even had the nerve to keep her wet plate on the bench where I was lying. So the health minister, I hope you're going to do a surprise check at this district hospital. And after all that, they wanted me to go to the new Hygiene in Mapsa with my x-ray when I've been told I've got COVID and I should go into quarantine for the next 11 or 15 or 17 days. So how am I supposed to take my x-ray over there? Couldn't they send it from the hospital there directly and then contact me? So fortunately, the only good thing Dr. Roshan Nazareth, Health Officer, Primary Health Center, Candolim, did for me, that he had already prescribed some medication. So I self-quarantined myself, and my husband and my daughter looked after me day and night, and today I am able to talk to all of you. And I also wish to thank my friend Cecile Rodriguez for encouraging me to use this social platform to tell you people what is happening in our beautiful Goa. Thank you so much, Cecil. I hope this is of use to you. God bless. Louella.